All right, I'm glad to be here with Flair. I used them once I learned about them and Jim had taught me. I used them on my advanced horses and I always had more juice at the end than I had ever had, even from 1978 when I didn't know about Flair. So I'm really happy to be here. I'm going to get to walk with course with people and tell them that even their lower level horses need them. Thank you. Now what I want you guys to think about, if you've been having a beautiful round and the horse has been going, are we going here? Are we going here? You're thinking, maybe fast route now. I guess so that means because the horses are doing this, they're going to be at first from back there locking at that frog going, oh, man, that's a piece of cake. You know, so what you got to do is make sure you make this turn. So it's worth a little bit of time to be more over here. So they're going like, am I going to HSBC or that one or where that, you know, where that wing is or what? And then all of a sudden, you come here and you go, oh, I guess I'm going to the frog. And you want the juice coming to you, right? And you say, no, we're going to skip the frog. We're going to go here to the fast route. Okay? So that's, even if I own my best horse, like Billy was really good, which I know I would go this way, but I'd want him pulling me saying, I'm going to smoke that frog. Say, I'm going to give you something to smoke. And that's going to be that baby, all right? And then Derek or Eric will talk to you about the distance that we walked in the water. Now, so you guys know, in my earlier days, they could make the water as deep as they wanted. So one time I jumped in to this water. I was excited. My horse disappeared. I went, what? I walked in the water. It was only this deep. So I went to the organizer. I said, those points you would get 36 points bonus for your time. Well, I made the time, so I still finished third, but I had Mike Plum, dang it, beat. And because I got wet, because my horse disappeared, I ended up third anyway, right? So I went and asked them. They said, well, it's tidal water. I said, well, you better print and let people know it's tidal, because I walked it this morning. If I'd have known it was tidal, I'd have walked the time I was going to ride. Well, of course, now we don't have to worry about that because they keep the water shallow. But to a horse, water is an obedience test. They don't know how deep it is. So you make sure you get your tail in the water, feel the footing, feel the depth of it, because it has an influence on horse. So it's an obedience test. The jumps aren't as big, but they're saying, what, I want to jump in a pond, right? So that's why schooling water is always important. If I have a green or worried horse, he's doing a school water the last time before I go to Rolex. If I got a horse saying this, I say, good. You know, we're going to go to Rolex and I don't have to school water before I go. So that's what, think through your horse's minds.
Well, like Ralph said, now this fence is the first fence where we have a bunch of options. There's going to be a lot of first timers here too. And there are some really complex jumps out there where the course designer has built it so that they could get around too. And the smart riders that are doing it for their first time, they may take the long route, doing the frog all the way around the lattice there to the brush, to the C question in the middle, to the goose coming out. So that allows a little bit more room, plus they're landing on grass after that brush.